Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Woodbury, Minnesota. It is so cold today. I am so lucky that I got to stay home. Tony went and did some shopping for us, so I didn't have to go out. Thank you, Tony. All right, so my new setup. Let me know what you think. Let me know that you can hear me and see. I think we're good. I do watch on my computer. So while we wait for people to join us, I thought I would share with you what I've been busy with. So this week, Stampin' Up! Is hosting the first ever 2026 virtual card making retreat. And this is one of the stamp sets that we're going to be using on the retreat. If you go to northstarstamper.com, my website, back in December, I think it was the 9th, I posted about the retreat. It's a 2-day retreat, I think 7 hours each day. That's a long time for me to sit and stamp. But it is live those 2 days, this Thursday and Friday. And they're recording it, so I'm going to take a break when I need to, and I'll probably just skip a card or two and come back and watch those later. We're making 15 cards with this stamp set, which is exclusive to the retreat. And then this stamp, no, that's the die set. This stamp and die set. We are also using the Forever Florals. I believe it's going to be a March online exclusive, so everybody will have access to this in March. Demonstrators, I believe we will have access to this as a separate bundle next week. I forget when. I think it's in January sometime. Anyway, so that's those are the products we're using, and it came with some two-tone paper. So here are my 15 cards ready to go. So some two-tone paper and some exclusive designer series paper. You can see there's some die cuts. I already did some of my die cutting. I've been busy. They had a video for us last week where we got to prepare for the retreat. And it's going to be great fun. I'm looking forward to it. So the retreat is still available if you're interested. I, of course, as a demonstrator, did not pay full price for it. That is one of the great benefits, because it is quite a spendy event. But with my discount, it wasn't. So I'm excited for it. Today, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Kathy. Oh, Kathy said the pre-order is January 21st. Oh, goodness, that's not that next week. That's this week. That's Wednesday. All right, so Kathy, we can look for that. Was it Forever Florals? See if they were right, if it's part of our March online exclusives. Anyway, we're using this stamp set today. You know, I do my map. If you're listening, there's Alma. Hi, Alma. I made my map this afternoon with this stamp set. And I specifically leave it on the acetate sheets, and I just stamp it just like that, so that I know where all these stamps go back on my acetate sheets. Look at those stamps. I'm so excited to use this. So it is called Addressed to You. I'll put this back up so you can see it clearly. It's on page 66 of the mini catalog. And I think it's intended to be used on your envelopes. So you can put the circle or the box or the rectangle and the lines to write your address on, maybe return address. I did practice, and I can write neatly in those lines. They look very little to me. And then these other stamps to go in this open space. So I'm making cards with it today, though. So I wanted you to see that it can easily be used to make cards. So I have one done that I used the rectangle and the trees, and we're going to use the balloons. I love balloons for birthday cards. They're just so fun and festive and happy, and so that's what we're doing. Okay, one other thing that they don't have on here, and I wish they did, they used to put it down here, are the blocks that you need for the stamp set. So they say you need block E because the rectangle and this oval are too big for the D block. But I think, let's test. I think I'm going to set this down this way and let it, if you happen to have this H block, no, I. This is the I block. It is now retired, but you may have this big block. So the at least this rectangle. I can just do that. Let's set that down for a minute. Ooh, that's kind of close. It fits. It fits. Yeah. So if you have one of these big blocks, it will fit. They do suggest this block. And if you have this block, here's another stamp set that you need that block for, because I know this block does not get used very often because it's very large. It's not the biggest. F is the biggest, and that's the full background stamp. Okay, let's get busy. I'm going to show you the card I made this afternoon. You know what? We'll leave the stamp set here so you can see what I did. So there's a happy birthday card. Let me point out the rectangle and the trees, and then I stamped the trees here. This is the branching out, I think, dies. I think that's what it's called. I think I already put them away. The happy birthday was from the Sweet Jar stamp set here. And I just put it on a scrap of, this is basic beige. And so when I cut my layers for the insides of my cards, so when I cut these layers, I had a strip, what was that, 1/4 of an inch, and it fits perfectly. So I'm using this happy birthday a lot. There is a punch that coordinates with the jar. And then this here was a piece of pecan pie two-tone paper, and so when you tear the two-tone paper, you get that white edge, so that was kind of fun. I like this opening for the trees. That was just a fun thing to do. And this twine, I know I have some green and brown twine. It's oh, come on, words. Early Espresso and Old Olive combination pack, and I couldn't find it, but I did find this basic gray twine. And so what I'm always telling you, if you don't have the right color, use your blend to color your embellishments. And this was already dark, and so it didn't matter. So I used this twine and this blend, this is number SU100, to color that twine. It's a little stiffer than it was before. So after you use the blend, alcohol marker on twine, it must stiffen up. So that's my card. I think I should have stamped, and maybe I will. I already put the ink away. Stamp the trees on there. And then these are going to be my most fun stamps. The Happy Mail. I love those stamps. And then I did put the trees there too. So that was really fun. I enjoyed making that one. So that'll be a good masculine birthday card. We have some birthdays coming up this month. Okay, let's get busy. You know what, let's go. I think this card needs some gems. Let's do that real quick. These are adhesive backed metallic gems, and I checked and they are still current. I have 3 of these gold ones left, so I think I will use those. I'm gonna put them over here. I wish I had put this up higher and could put them down here. Maybe I'll put them here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see, do I like that better? I think I do. It just finishes it off. I could have used the silver and colored them black or brown with my blend marker, but that works. All right, so there's one card. Let's put that out of the way, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. We are going to make another card with that stamp set. Pull it back out. But we are going to use these cards. These are the Embossed Designs Mix and Match Specialty Cards and Envelopes. They're in the annual catalog on page 25 if you want to check those out. And they're $10, and you get 10 cards and 10 envelopes, 5 each of 2 designs. So you get, but they're bigger than our normal cards. They are 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So they do, they are a different dimension. Can you see those dots? We're going to play with this one, so you'll see them better in a minute. And then there's these stripes. So I am using Summer Splash, Azure Afternoon, and Gorgeous Grape for our card today. And I used blending brushes, and I cleaned them off a little bit so they're truer colors. This green one had a lot of garden green colored ink on it, so I tried to clean most of that off so I do get a more true summer splash there. Oh, I was thinking that was green. It's not. It's blue. Anyway, so I just used my brush and went back and forth trying to get the, oh, you can see that perfectly in the video. Trying to get the those lines. Those lines are embossed, and you can see. So you get 5 each of these 2 designs in that pack of cards. Okay. Kathy said she loved the trees. I do too, Kathy. Evergreens are the perfect thing for us to use for masculine birthday cards, and I really struggle with those. Okay, so I have a couple ideas here. This is the top part of one of the Everyday Arches dies in the Summer Splash. Oh, this is my reminder that the 24 to 26 in colors are going to be retiring at the end of April. If you have any of those ink colors, and they were Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, and Petunia Pop. I believe those are the 5. They, as far as I know, they're going to be retiring. So if you have the ink, make sure you have a reinker. And if you like the paper, whether you have the ink or not, make sure you get it soon, because when they announce that it's retiring, they disappear very quickly. So if you like those colors, stock up now. All right. Bonus days are still going on too. I have so much to share. Okay. And then this is from the Nested Essentials. I didn't know how that would go with our oval. I don't know. We'll see. But I do have a bunch of these balloons. I think they're so cute that I already fussy cut. So I just stamped and fussy cut them very easily, quickly. It took me a few minutes, but aren't they cute in our 3 colors? I didn't do this one because I was going to show you how quick and easy it is. So while you're looking at these, do you have a lot of February birthdays in your family? We do. We have quite a few. So when I cut these, they always say to turn your paper, and I found that turning my paper, I got really nice borders around the balloons. Let's see. Yes, you can see. All right. I got distracted. I looked up. That one's not so good. Sometimes I get nervous if I don't have my card planned all the way there. Look how close I'm getting. That's so nice. I could get closer. So you get the idea. Just a few minutes. So this is a standalone stamp, so there are no dies to coordinate. Like I said, I believe this was intended to be used on our envelopes, and that just dropped to the floor. But I wanted to show you that you can make cards with it too. Let's go this way and this way. And we are done. Another one. I'll just put those to the side. Okay. Oh, so I will do 2 cards with these, but right now I want to see what this looks like with our 3 colors. So I'm going to do a lot of Summer Splash. Because there's dots, and they kind of, go along with our oval, I'm thinking of just putting in colors, splotches, kind of around, and then putting our balloons around, maybe in not the coordinating colors. I think that would be cute. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get this out of the way. So again, these are the Embossed Designs Mix and Match Specialty Cards and Envelopes. That's a mouthful. You probably didn't even notice those, excuse me, in the annual catalog. I know I didn't until about a month ago. Okay. I'm just going to go very lightly. And get It's more Summer Splash. I haven't used this color very much. It's very similar to Coastal Cabana. I could barely tell the difference in the paper. So if you like Coastal Cabana, maybe you like this. So it looks either blue or green depending on what you put it with. So I'm going to leave this out in case we want to go back to it. And I have Azure Afternoon. Oh, can you see that coming alive? Oh, fun. So this already has the, obviously it's already embossed. So quick, easy cards. You wouldn't have to color it. I just thought it would be fun to add some color and hopefully get the design to show a little better. Oh, there, that was good. And I'm going in circles, hoping to get those circles to appear better. Oh, that one got kind of spotty. Okay, and the last one, Gorgeous Grape. It's so fun to get all these colors back out after using so many reds and greens for Christmas. All right, we're going to go off the edge there. Oh, that's kind of dark. That's right. Just fill in all these white spots. I'm going to go more quickly. You got the idea. That's enough of this. I do want these edges to be darker. Hi, Lori Winters. Thank you for joining us. Oh, that's nice. Let's do some more of that. And Lori says she hopes we're staying warm wherever we are. Let me think. Kathy lives in Missouri. She's probably not very cold. Mom and Dad are in Michigan. They might be kind of chilly. Maybe you got some snow too. I can't remember. I know I check your weather regularly. I want to get these edges just because I think it was kind of fun. Oh, I don't have any of this. Just that's the only edge. Okay, enough of this. And then I'm going to take a paper towel. I don't know if this is actually embossed with ink or if it's just raised. I think it's just raised, like it went through an embossing folder kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not getting any on here. So that tells me this is not like a heat resist or emboss resist technique. That's not what we're doing here. If that were the case, the white would be dots, or the dots would be white, and when I took the paper towel, I would have wiped it off what was meant to resist. So this is as if it were embossed with an embossing folder, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's put our ink away before I make a mess. I kind of like that. I thought this, again, these are big. They're not our standard A2 cards. I'll show you the difference. So they're both 4 1/4, but this is 5 1/2 and that's 6 1/4. So it's that much bigger than our regular cards, just so you know. So there are envelopes that coordinate. Oh, that's cute. And then our balloons all around. I think we will not coordinate the purple with the purple. I think we'll... Oh, very cute. Okay, let's stamp on here. I think I'm just going to do tone on tone. So this is Summer Splash. That's cute. But I think I do want Happy Birthday, kind of like, oops, sorry, kind of like I did here. So let me grab a scrap. Do I have a thin scrap? I do. So I actually save these scraps from when I cut my paper down to 4 by 5 1/4 to be a layer, or I have wider ones when I go 5 by 3 3/4. I got these wider scraps. As you can see, I have quite a few of them, and I keep them right in the packaging the cardstock comes in, and I do that for all my colors. I tend to use my scraps a lot. I think these came from a scrap. All right, Happy Birthday. I already have that on a block. Again, this is from the Sweet Jar. And now that I've changed, let's make sure it's stamping well. Okay. I can see where there's not much ink on this ink pad. So I wanted to make sure that inked well. And we're going to use our trimmer. First I'll do it just keep it straight and see if we like that. With some balloons there? I don't think so. I think I am going to do what I did on that other card and just chop this in half. All right. Leave me a comment. What's your favorite part of paper crafting? What could you not live without? What either product or I don't know. For me, it's the stamps. Oh, I think I like this color coordination here, but here we're going to alter it. And is that all? I thought I did 5. There's more. Oh, I like it. And then I do have some other embellishments that we can add to it. All right, that looks good to me. Almost said it was 1 below in Little Falls, Minnesota right now. Brr, that's cold. Were you really cold this morning too, Alma? When I woke up this morning, the temperature was 8 below with a wind chill of 25 below. Luckily, the kids were already, I'm going to put this up above the center. Kids were already off of school, the public schools, for Martin Luther King holiday. So, I was going to make a comment about that too. I follow Dr. King's niece. What's her name? Alveda, I think. On Facebook. And she always posts about her uncle, obviously, on today's holiday. And she specifically was talking about service. And I thought that was a good thing to think about today. Service, and what was the other thing I was thinking? I thought of something else too I was going to share. I can't think of it right now. But very inspirational. I haven't listened to his I Have a Dream. Oh, Responsibility. That was the other thing. Oh, isn't that cute? I love balloons. I do. And I don't think I want all of these up on dimensionals. Maybe just 2 of them. I do have some other things to add. Like I said, I'm not going to match the purple to the purple. I want it to stand out a little bit, but I liked this one here. When I do things that are small like this so that I don't get adhesive all over my hands, I like to use my reverse tweezers. And then I can add dots of adhesive. And I will just put it in the other corner like that. Did I do that straight? Not quite. Hold it down. Kathy says, I love the soft colors of the background. Thank you. It kind of looks like cotton candy, doesn't it? Isn't that funny? Obviously, using the blending brushes, you get to decide how dark things are. So I purposely went lighter, but no reason I had to. Obviously, on the edges, I went quite a bit darker, which was fun to do. But just taking your time when you're using blending brushes is the key. Same with using liquid glue. Just take your time and know how quick it's going to come out. Now, do we want this up here? I think we do. Oh, decisions. Maybe we'll tuck it behind this one. There we go. And get under there. Now, hold that for a second. They're popping up because it's that surface is not flat. And that one was, there we go. Ah, I love it. I love it. Okay, I grabbed this twine, but this is the Shy Shamrock, but then I realized I'm using Azure Afternoon. So we could add some twine. I probably should have put it behind there first. But what I really wanted to use were some of these gems. These are now retired, I checked, but there are some flat pearls in these 5 colors that are still available. All right, which ones? I think that's the green and that's the blue. We'll just add some of these. That'll be kind of fun. Let's see here. Let's add a bunch of them because I have them. These were fun colors. I really enjoyed using them these last 2 years. Can you believe it's been 2 years? Yeesh. I was thinking Strawberry Slush was part of this group, but it's not. That's part of the 25 to 27 colors. All right. What do we think? I think it's done. And there's an envelope that, I don't know if the envelope's here. Oh my goodness, look. I hadn't pulled an envelope out yet. Give me a minute. Well, those dots are also on our flap. Let's add some color to our flap. So I don't want to add color to this. So I'm going to take my paper and put my flap under it. And just take these. I'll be quick. So if you noticed, I did not add any more ink to these. I had enough on it already. Oh, sorry, that's noisy. All right. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Don't start the ideas. You'll get overwhelmed. So there's our happy birthday card. Very cute. With our Addressed to You stamp set. Can be used for cards as well as your envelopes. And oh, I have to stamp Happy Mail on there. Happy Mail. That's so cute. And then here's our masculine with the rectangle and the trees. And oh, I did play around a little bit with the flowers. That was in the Gorgeous Grape, and I used a water painter just to pull the color out of the middle, just to color the leaves, the petals a little bit. And then snowflakes, I just went randomly and I kept moving my stamp so it'll make a nice background. Maybe I'll have to make a winter birthday card next, so that would be kind of fun. So that's what I've got for you today. Addressed to You stamp set on page 66 of the mini catalog. So thanks for joining me. Have a great night. Stay warm, everybody. Kathy likes the flap too. I know, isn't that fun? So when this card comes in the mail, it'll be fun to open. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Happy stamping. And, oh, next Monday is my 15th anniversary as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So we're going to do a craft along. Do you want to see the card we're going to make? I think I will, just so you can have an idea. There is some new designer series paper as part of the online exclusives called Splash of Sparkles. And so that's the designer series paper I'll be using. But this is a great card if you have some 6x6 paper. I was going to alter this a little bit, but then I decided when I measured these 3 panels, they're 2 inches each. So if you have a 6x6 designer series paper you want to use for your card, like one of those scenes, this will be perfect. So I will share information about that on my blog. Where did my paper go? It's hiding. I'll put information at northstarstamper.com with the basic, the cardstock sizes and whatnot you need, and you would right here. So a piece of white cardstock or very vanilla or whatever. So if you want to craft along with me, look for that information at North Star Stamper, probably tomorrow. Again, that's Monday the 26th. We'll be doing a craft along. So thank you for joining me. Happy stamping, and we'll have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.